Hello and welcome to another social studies lesson for grade 6. Now, today we are going to discuss Global Issues 3, which is lesson 3.3. Are you ready? Very good. Now, the first global issue that we are going to talk about is global inequality. Now, when we talk about inequality, now today we're going to focus about inequality in getting good education and inequality in getting a good healthcare system and inequality in prosperity and finally in inequality in getting a safe life. Now, you can remember that we talked about resources distribution the last class. Now, do all countries have natural resources that can make them prosper and that can make them rich? What do you think? Yes or no? Now, you said no, you got the right answer. Now, some countries have natural resources like oil, gold, metals, okay? That can be good for like producing goods like cars, for example, or oil, which can be sold to other countries and get revenues for the country, which means get like selling oil can get them money to spend on services and to spend on the country's citizens. Okay. Now, of course, there is unequal distribution of resources. Now, this will lead to having two categories of countries, rich and poor, unfortunately. Now, in a country that has natural resources, the country will be rich. Now, people will enjoy lots of things. The first thing and the most important thing, in my opinion, is a great educational system. Now, this country is going to have schools, good teachers, now good books for the students to read, because the country will spend lots of money on this, right? Also, a country with resources will spend lots of money on the healthcare system in it. It's going to have big, hospitals equipped with cutting edge technologies when it comes to medicine and medications. It's going to have qualified doctors. Okay. Also, a country with resources will have like a very good infrastructure, like roads, bridges, services, etc. Right? Now, I wish like all the countries could, enjoy this, but reality or wishes are something and reality is something else, right? Now, in contrast to all of this, countries without resources are going to be very poor, fine. They are not going to have like a very good educational system. The schools are going to be very, very few, and the teachers are going to be like not qualified. They're not going to be able to teach the students very well, and also the infrastructure will be poor. Fine. Now this will lead to like differences in, of course, in prosperity. Now, prosperity is when the citizen can achieve what he or she dreams of. Okay, so a citizen of a country with good resources will have a good education, will grow up to become anything he wants, a businessman, a teacher, a doctor. Now, in contrast, poor countries without resources will not have citizens that got prosperity. Fine. Now, another thing that we're going to discuss is safety. Fine. A poor country will not be able to have strong policemen. Fine. It's not going to have a strong army. Now, there isn't going to be social peace, right? Also, people are not going to be happy. A lot of problems will arise, fine, because people are having miserable lives. But you can understand that in rich countries, people are happy. They achieved most of the things that they wanted. They got very good education. They got very good healthcare, systems. Fine. Now, when it comes to resources, what do you think? Is it only about natural resources? Or we can have like human resources? Yes, that's right. Now, human resources is when we get like a country with people who are educated, very well educated. Fine. I'm thinking of Germany as an example. Now, I'm not sure about how much natural resources they have, but their people are very well educated and very, very, very hardworking. This is why, like, you can find lots of prospering companies in Germany. Take car companies. The fanciest cars are made in Germany. Take Mercedes, Audi, BMWs, it's Volkswagen, etc. Right? And when it comes to aviation also, Germany is a producer of Airbus, of course, with France, Spain, etc., and other European countries. So this is what our lesson is about. It's about the effects of inequality in resources, in natural resources. Now, a result of natural resources is human resources. Fine. If the country is like rich, most probably the human resources people will be very, very qualified and very hardworking. Now, I wanted to focus on health inequality and education inequality and differences between rich countries and poor countries. Also, prosperity. I remind you again, prosperity is when the citizen is able to achieve his dreams. Fine. And safety. Now, safety, think of the police, think of the army that a poor country might have and a rich country might have. Okay, now this is it for today. And this is lesson 4.4, Global Issues 3. Thank you very much.